Aussie FIFA HD and welcome back to another episode of my skill move tutorial series where I show you how, where and when to perform a skill move in FIFA 21. Today we're learning the running scoop turn, a 5-star skill move which is very useful, very broken and overpowered in FIFA 21 for bursting into the space and making a play, having a shot, or even just bursting past the opponent. It's very good to obviously use the pace of the player to get into that angle, to burst into the space and obviously score a goal. So without further ado, let's get into the intro. Then let's get into how to perform the running fake scoop turn in FIFA 21.
Griezmann, 3 men around him, but somehow finds some space. Ronaldo, fantastic, opening the drive.
Ronaldo on the ball. He's made
Look at this, just control.
The
control display there is absolutely ridiculous. The Elastico on the goal line. On the goal line, the finest of...
We talked about Aussie FIFA. He's not here to make up the numbers.
To perform the running scoop turn, first of all, I want to clarify, you need 5-star skill moves. So Neymar, Ronaldo, Mbappe, if you've got them, you can do this. Essentially, the way you perform this is you need to know how to, first of all, do a fake shot, and it's quite simple. You need to obviously hold either shoot or cross and then subsequently press pass afterwards. Most people know how to do a fake shot. If you don't, there is a tutorial on my channel, so be sure to check that out. Essentially, the running scoop turn, the way you do it is you need to use obviously the fake shot, but then point the left analog stick at a 45-degree angle to where the player is facing. So if we're talking degree, it's 45, or it's 315. Okay, so it's 315 or it's 45. Okay, in terms of degrees. If we're talking about a clock, it would be obviously in between the 1 and the 2, or the 10 and 11. So you need that 45-degree angle. You need to aim it at an acute 45-degree angle and perform the fake shot whilst they're running. Now, you can't really be holding sprint. You need to let the sprint button go for them to perform this. Okay, once they've performed the running scoop turn, then you can hold the sprint button and burst into that space with the player's pace. But essentially, you shouldn't hold the pace or the sprint button because it will prevent them from doing this effectively. Let's get into the next segment. Moving into where you should use this skill move, I have found it's quite useful when you're in front of the defense and you notice a hole, and it's also quite useful in the bots. Okay, so essentially the best place to use it is in front of the defense in the midfield area, but also in the bots when you need to get that angle to make a shot or to burst into the space. But I do want to tell you guys when you should use it, so let's get into the next segment. Moving into when you should use the running or the the running scoop turn. The best time to use this is when there is a gap in the defense and you need to burst into it. Again, don't hold sprint. You hold sprint after you perform the running scoop turn, and then you can burst into that space. Basically, the running scoop turn will allow you to bypass the defender to get into that space. It won't allow you to burst into it. That's when you hold the sprint button. But essentially, it gets you into that angle to hold the sprint button to run into the space. Another time to use it is essentially when your opponent is right on you, shoulder to shoulder, and he's making a tackle. You can use this skill move, the running scoop turn, to curl around him and essentially bypass his tackle. You can use this to get around him, if you know what I mean. So when he's shoulder to shoulder, or when he's really when he's very close to you, that's when you should use this, okay? Because you can bypass him, curl the ball around him, curl the ball around his foot, which is sticking out to try and make a tackle, and then burst into the space, once again using the sprint button after you've performed the running scoop turn. It's very useful, guys, very useful. One more time when you should use it is when you want to get the angle, okay, to make a shot, because obviously in FIFA, angles are important. You need to get the angle to make a pass, make a shot, and whatnot. So that's another time when you should use it. But let me tell you, you need to implement into this skill move into your game. You really do, because it is so overpowered. It's very good, and I implement this into my game all the time. I use it in Foot Champions, so you guys should too. But that will signal the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Smash the like button, hit the sub button, and follow me on Twitter. Link is in the description down below. I do keep in contact with you guys over there. I post when I upload new episodes, so be sure to check that out. As always, I hope you guys enjoy your day. I'm out. Have a good one, and peace.